Before the US Congress, but especially in front of millions of countrymen, Donald Trump spoke about what is most important for his homeland and the world: security, the economy, and family. These words are a signpost for the American president.
Members of the United States Congress, thank you very much. And to my fellow citizens, America is back.
Donald Trump spoke about the conflict in the Middle East and the war in Eastern Europe. His offer is a ceasefire. He quoted the words of Volodymyr Zelensky, who, after he broke an agreement with America in the Oval Office, realized his mistake and is again turning to the American leader for help.
Earlier today, I received an important letter from President Zelensky of Ukraine. The letter reads, "Ukraine is ready to come to the negotiating table as soon as possible to bring lasting peace closer. Nobody wants peace more than the Ukrainians," he said. "My team and I stand ready to work under President Trump's strong leadership to get a peace that lasts. We do really value how much America has done to help Ukraine maintain its sovereignty and independence. Regarding the agreement on minerals and security, Ukraine is ready to sign it at any time that is convenient for you. I appreciate that he sent this letter, just got it a little while ago."
Ukraine already knows that without Donald Trump's help, Russian barbarism cannot be stopped, and the lives and safety of ordinary people are at stake.
Zelensky
was looking for a replacement or something more in Europe, and it turned out that apart from pats on the back and highfalutin words, not much followed. The real guarantor of any meaningful action is the United States. That's why the American leader is making it clear. The goal is to save the lives of people who pay the highest price every day of this war.
It's time to stop this madness. It's time to halt the killing. It's time to end this senseless war. If you want to end wars, you have to talk to both sides.
What Donald Trump promised in the campaign, he repeated before Congress: fighting against illegal immigration, sealing the borders, mass deportations, and protecting Americans are the priorities of the new administration.
Truly care about protecting Americans' children. No step is more crucial than securing America's borders. Over the past 4 years, 21 million people poured into the United States. Many of them were murderers, human traffickers, gang members, and other criminals from the streets of dangerous cities all throughout the world. Because of Joe Biden's insane and very dangerous open border policies, they are now strongly embedded in our country, but we are getting them out and getting them out fast.
Republicans are putting the most important values back in their place.
Gospodarka, rodzina, generalnie rzecz biorąc to, co nazwalibyśmy
The economy, the family, generally what we could call the old America is coming back. America is going back to its roots, and the America that was a model for many countries, and especially European countries, is coming back. The Democrats do not like the new order in America. Democrats have tried to disrupt Donald Trump's speech. The most aggressive of them was even removed from the chamber. And the American president spoke, among other things, about rebuilding an economy ruined by 4 years of liberal rule.
Among my very highest priorities is to rescue our economy and get dramatic and immediate relief to working families. As you know, we inherited from the last administration an economic catastrophe and an inflation nightmare. Their policies drove up energy prices, pushed up grocery costs, and drove the necessities of life out of reach for millions and millions of Americans. They've never had anything like it. As president, I'm fighting every day to reverse this damage and make America affordable again.
He's secured our border. He's unleashed our energy. We're getting our economy back on track. He talked about bringing us back to a balanced budget.
But the Democrats did express their views.
The United States is producing more oil than we ever have at any point in our history, more than any country in the world. What we need to do is actually become a leader in clean energy and compete with our adversaries around the world, and that's not what this administration is doing by pulling us out of the Paris Climate Agreement, by rolling back environmental protections.
But this is exactly the kind of America, strong and resolute, betting on core values, that Donald Trump's countrymen expect today.
Ta przemowa była wyliczeniem pasma sukcesów Donalda Trumpa.
During the speech, Donald Trump listed a string of his successes and responses to his entire program on which he ran for the election. But most importantly, and this must be emphasized, he is implementing it very strongly. The implementation of all his demands has moved at a very intense, even historic pace. In modern history, for example, one does not remember such an intense start to a presidency. President Trump also mentioned,
Take a look at what happened.
the attempt on his life during a meeting with voters in Pennsylvania.
I believe that my life was saved that day in Butler for a very good reason. I was saved by God to make America great again. I believe that. Thank you.
And as the American leader emphasizes, these are not just words.
My fellow Americans, get ready for an incredible future because the golden age of America has only just begun. It will be like nothing that has ever been seen before. Thank you, God bless you, and God bless America.